Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by Southeast Termite and Pest Control. Since we just skipped winter this year and have gone straight into the 50s, 60s, and 70s, time to start thinking about mosquitoes. They'll be flying around here before you know it. This year, call Southeast Termite and Pest Control about a one-time treatment, monthly treatments, or weekly treatments for your yard. Get rid of the mosquitoes this year. Southeast Termite and Pest Control. More on the AD search next, but first I'm going to read you some of the weaknesses that scouts have pointed out. Now keep in mind, if you look up any of these draft guys, Manning had a list of weaknesses this long. These guys nitpick. It's the finest fine-tooth comb you've ever seen. I'm going to read some of these on each of these guys. I want you to tell me if you saw it. All I need are just murmurs of, yeah, no. And if you start talking about, oh, I knew his hips weren't fluid, I'm going to get you. So let's go ahead and start looking at some of these weaknesses. Derek Barnett, substantially more twitch in his hands than in his feet. Feet are average. Initial burst upfield is average. I wouldn't have seen that.
Didn't see that.
Okay. Josh Malone doesn't have an elite second gear, but averaged 19.5 yards per catch last year. Good playing speed on tape. Not much of a threat when he doesn't get a seam after the catch either.
Yeah, well, that's fair.
That's fair. Yeah.
Murmur.
Alvin Kamara, I didn't get a murmur out of the guy. Alvin Kamara, vision can be hit or miss, not an instinctive runner. Will run himself into a tackler rather than setting him up for a downfield blocker. I remember that happening. I remember that happening at Texas A&M, but still not an instinctive runner. I wouldn't go there.
No, I saw a lot of tape. You looking at the Vanderbilt game, 4th and 4, the guy runs out of bounds. I mean.
Okay, I'll give you that one. Josh Dobbs, below average. Let's see. Here we go. Below average delivery balance affects his accuracy and ball placement. Throwing motion causes him to push some throws.
Obviously, he has problems with his accuracy and ball placement, but I didn't know it was because of below average delivery balance.
Well, I've talked about that many times on the show, Bob. Look at his below average delivery balance.
Slightly below.
When you got 5 guys hitting you in the backfield with that offensive line, good luck setting your feet.
Yeah, Cam Sutton, and that was actually pointed out in one of the strengths on Josh Dobbs. Here's another thing. Cam Sutton has the fluidity to handle man coverage on the outside, but lacking desired physicality and run support traits that zone teams covet. Could be forced inside due to a lack of size.
Absolutely.
Agree.
I agree with that one.
Last one, Jalen Reeves-Maven. Lacks size and pop to stop runners in their tracks and often takes the brunt of initial impact. Needs to run feet through the impact to prevent sliding off his tackles. He was a pretty doggone good tackler.
Yeah.
I've seen him pop a few guys.
And I like his instincts pretty well too. I'm gonna go not so much on
That one I didn't see.
I think the physical is the most important thing with him with the shoulders.
Yeah, shoulders more than the
Yeah.
him taking the brunt of the initial impact.
Maybe that's the reason he wasn't popping him.
Absolutely.
Yeah, might have been it. There you go. All right.
know, yeah.
When we come back, an outsider for AD, we'll discuss that, plus why a strong chancellor might not be a bad thing. We'll discuss the AD search. We still got more. You know, Ole Miss is about to get firebombed. We'll talk about that. Plus, Tennessee's future opponents. A lot coming up. Come on back on the Sports Source.